What up, what up? Schwiener here, episode, I think 19? 19, maybe 20, I think 19, of our West Brom career mode. We are kicking the episode off with an FA Cup against Newcastle United. As you can see here, Anthony Gordon by far the highest goal scorer in this competition with 8. He's always a threat. Newcastle is always a threat. That top three is a solid three. Alanga, Wisa, Gordon, Tonali, one of the best center mids in the game at the moment. It's going to be a tough matchup here. But can we keep our FA Cup dreams and hopes alive? We'll find out. Anthony Gordon already causing us problems 10 minutes into this game. Great defending just to steal that ball away from the pass. And I wanted to show this whole build up here because I think this is just fantastic end-to-end football here. And a great initial save. Can't keep his hands on it. And Patati is there to clean up the mess, the goalie, not mess, but the rebound, I guess. I don't know what the verbiage would be there, but they're to clean everything up, get the goal in the back, or the ball in the back of the net, giving us a fairly early 1-0 lead here, man. Patati has really stepped up the last couple months here and is growing into quite a difference maker on the team here, which has been incredible. And Newcastle, though, bouncing right back before halftime with kind of a missed opportunity there. And Price again with a missed opportunity. Both hitting the ball as wide there. It was kind of a pretty even, just it seems like the opportunities and the attacks that we had on goal were kind of, on both sides, really were kind of shots and attempts like that. But Griffiths here with a fantastic save as they almost kind of scored a bit of a replicated goal from what we did here. But with about 15 minutes left in the game, Bruno bags an equalizer here at the end. Just really unfortunate, as you can see here, doing all these crazy moves. I get the ball, foot on the ball, tackle. Fortunate, it just gets through, and it's 1-1 at the end of extra time here. So I think we're deep enough into it where there's no replays or anything. I don't even know if they do replays in the FA Cup, but so we're going to extra time at 1-1, and about 6 minutes in, early on, absolutely get taken out. I think it was Mickey Van de Ven. Is that Mickey Van de Ven? Yeah, it's Mickey, who I guess is a Newcastle player now, just comes in, great angle here, and just takes out my guy. And of course, it's our guy Moore stepping onto the plate, bagging that top left side netting. Absolutely no shot of stopping that. Fantastic penalty. 3 goals in the FA Cup here, and that is what's going to seal our win and our fate moving on in the FA Cup. Newcastle, we will see ya. We might have a little shot at it, guys. We might have a little shot at the FA Cup. And then we follow up here with Leicester City. As you'll see, I think it'll show a live look at the table, sitting in dead last place. So again, I think, was it last episode or a couple episodes where we had Ispich, who was last, and we were like, oh, let's get an easy win. So I think we lost. So actually hoping for an easy win here. Yeah, they're sitting there in dead last. I think it was like 5 points still from who's second to last. So they're by far the worst team in the Premier League. And of course, just our luck, right? Of course, they score an early goal, giving themselves a 1-0 lead. I don't even know what the heck happened. Really don't know. The POVs, he just slots it in. I don't know. Goalie out of position or what I don't know. But we're down 1-0, and that absolutely sucks. And then more horrid defending. Thank God Griffiths is there to make a save. We had opportunities, man. We had throughout the game, you'll see we have more opportunities to win. And at first glance on that, it didn't look like it was that close, but that replay really was close. And again, horrid defending. And we go down 2-0. I skipped the replay and stuff. I was so pissed after that goal. We're down 2-0, 30 minutes into the game. But we bag one back. with about 10 minutes left till halftime. So thankfully, I mean, it's Tony Freak. Thankfully, we cut it down to a 1 goal deficit here heading into the halftime. But I mean, going down 2-0, like with just 2 horrid goals to give up like that to the worst team in the Premier League. I mean, it's just it sucks. But I've said it multiple times. I'll keep saying it. There's no easy game in the Premier League. A great save there from the Leicester City goalkeeper. Again, we're putting pressure on. We're getting opportunities. We just have to bag a couple. And we do. Kind of an easy goal to score. It seemed like the defender just wasn't really keeping up. Tony Fruch again. I think that's his brace. Now, I'm certain that's his brace. So Tony Fruch stepping up. I've really given him kind of a back seat towards the end of the. I honestly don't even know what month we're in, to be honest with you. I'm like disorganized on what I've recorded and what we're at. Tony Fruch grabbing a brace here, and again cleaning. It would have been an exact replica, similar goal. The goalie gets a hand on it though, and it's Tazimis though stepping in and finishing that goal off. But yeah, I think I did start a lot of our reserve bench players for this game, thinking it'd be an easy win against the worst team, which is always risky to do. But Tazimis, who's really made a great impact, honestly, on the team as a backup goalie or a striker, which has been fantastic. And just bad defending again. I mean, just horrid. I mean, how do we give 3 goals up to the worst team in the Premier League at home? We're sitting in like 6. I mean, it's just one of those games, you can't predict. It just was one of those games. We walked away with a point, just brutal, just absolutely brutal. Tony Fruch kind of picking up some slack, but I mean, we scored 3 goals. The goal scoring wasn't the problem. I do want to flash in there. We are going to sell Mikey Johnson at the end of the year to Union Berlin for $4.2 million. He's just getting on the older side. I want to elevate the floor of the quality of players, so we're shipping him off. And my favorite intro, if you guys have been watching for a while, I absolutely love this like Google Earth cutting in intro just to see where the stadiums are. I think it's so cool. I think they should do it for every single intro. Love it. The G-Tech Community Stadium, the Bees, Brentford. So away game, it's in the league. I don't know where they're sitting at. They're probably middle of the pack. I mean, they're a solid squad. And a missed opportunity right off the rip, 12 minutes in. I feel like we've had opportunities like that in front of goal and just shanking them wide. But a little bit of luck, on our end, and a good little outside the boot. It's Patati again, like I said, really coming into his own, making a difference on this team, bagging himself goals. And he's been one of my favorite players besides Amora to be playing with as of late. And I'm loving it, man. I'm just absolutely loving it from the Brazilian. Nice little sneaky pass here and a missed opportunity. Just a horrible shot high right at the goalie. Just unfortunate. And like you said, like I always say, if you have opportunities that you're not scoring on, they're most likely going to come back and score. And a great save by Griffiths. I'm not sure how they decide when to zoom in on. I guess it's for power shots or whatever. But one of the craziest goals I've ever scored here. I mean, what a wild. I'm going to call that an assist. I purposely meant that was not a shot. That was a pass off the post to Patati to score. It was creative. It was insane. My best work in FIFA, I would say. Definitely was not a shot attempt at goal that hit off the post and went across goal. But Patati, right place, right time there, cleaning it up like he always does. And that was sealing the fate on this game here. It's a 2-0. Nice win. Solid win away against a solid Brentford team. Couple of goals. Patati, man of the match, absolutely give it to him. And we're riding a good high, a good wave, because we got Man United up next in the FA Cup. Can we keep the dream alive again? We've had a lot of tough opponents. Sesko here is in the top 5 players to watch on tied with 4 goals. That's crazy. Gordon's at 8. Like, just Miles, well, they're out, so we'll see if anybody catches them. But Sesko, player to watch apparently for this competition. Let's see if we can keep him contained, bag ourselves a goal, walk out of here with a win. I think we're at Wembley. I don't think this is Old Trafford. I don't know. But great opportunity off the rip. Kind of our only opportunity off the rip. The first half was really nothing. That was our best opportunity. We had a couple of little ones, but nothing. And another kind of our best chance for the second half there, hitting it wide again. This was a really kind of uneventful game. Not a lot of opportunities from both sides here, and Price trying to rip it outside the box. And on the replay, it looked a little closer than I thought it was. I feel like he's had a couple of these, and it's just kind of over and wide a little bit, but I don't know. Sesko here, the player to watch, 77 minutes in, heads it wide on this angle here. Yeah, I mean, I think Griffiths probably would have got there just wide, but that was really their kind of only opportunity of the game. We really contained them throughout this game, but you know EAFC, you know FIFA, you know the game mechanics, you know the game cheese that happens here, and we lose in the dying extra minutes of this game. Just horrid. Mazraoui, literally the last kick of the game. I mean, I just stake through the heart, a knife through the back. Absolutely defeated. Our fans are just stunned. Just horrible. I mean, I got to give him props. It's not an easy slot in. The ball is up. You got to volley it. And he did a great job. Griffiths gets a foot on it. I'm just now seeing that. Oh, my God. That makes it even more brutal. Could he have saved that? I didn't realize he got a foot on it. Oh, man, that blows. That sucks. Oh, man. Well, that's the end of our FA Cup run. It was good. That Leicester, I mean, it was a fine month, man. A draw against a crappy team. I don't know, but a lot of Premier League games to get through. Not a lot. 5. Not super strong opponents, so I think we'll be good. I think Tottenham is probably the tough. I don't even know what the hell their team looks like now. So, but this is the live look at the table, sitting in 6th. Still, it's the thing, we're 4 or so points off, like a couple wins to get into that 5th place spot, but 1 loss and we can drop us down into that 7th, 8th spot with Leicester, Leeds, Ipswich at the bottom here. So, live look at the tape. That's a crappy tie against Leicester. That's going to bother me. All right, frustrating episode. I'm not going to lie, frustrating episode. But that's the sport, you know. You got to move on. So we're looking into next month, but follow along, give a like, give us subscribe to see what next month has entail for us. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.